the body language that they showed against Tottenham, it's affected them. Every game from now to the end is a must-win for United, especially after this Everton result. Why is this called the last stand? The last stand. The last stand. That is why we are here. Final stand. I had to bring up the meal. Against apologies for people who don't like the meal. The meal only comes when we reach those high points in the football season. Those big key games and times where I need help in rethinking what I want to think for my pre-match. I always bring up the meal. So guys, remember the deal. You press pause. You get a meal. You get a drink. I've got mine. And then you then press play. So we've got some fish, got chips, got my super malt here, and this way it works. English mustard. I love my French people. Don't get French mustard. Get English mustard. That's how it rolls. So the last stand: Manchester United against Man City. Many would say this is Man City's toughest game. Guys, a cold super malt is real. A cold super malt is real. Shout out to my super malt friends, man. A cold super malt is real. Why is this called the last stand? This is called the last stand because many would say this is Man City's last toughest game of the season. That if they get through this, it's pretty much plain sailing from now onto the finish line. Of course, for Liverpool, they need City to drop points. They need them to drop points. They need them to move to the side, and they need your boys, and Liverpool need themselves to come in and then grab that Infinity Gauntlet with themselves. So that's what they need. That's what they want. That's what they want right away. And before we get deeper into the game and everything, let me just be fully real here, because I think the reason why you come to Football Hot and the reason why you come to HT is because I put it real. United got beat down by Everton. Beat down. Truly, well and truly beat down. And I am not sure, personally speaking, let me just put that in. I am not sure, personally speaking, whether United can beat Man City, whether they're home or away, because people's thinking is if this was away, like there's no point in even talking about, because United's away record has been bad. But people are thinking home, Old Trafford, Manchester derby, they'll be up for it. But then there's another crazy subtext. We have to talk about this other subtext, which I think it's actually quite disgusting. People are saying that United fans would actually be happy that United roll over and lose to Man City, because for many United fans, they would rather City win the league than have to see their rivals Liverpool win the league. In my view, I think that is crazy, because United need top four. United are not in the Champions League. They're not in the Europa League, and if they don't get top four this season and they miss out on a Champions League place, that's, first of all, you lose out on the Champions League money, and you lose out on attracting players, because many players who are top players that are possible targets for Solskjaer, they'll be saying, "Are you in Europe? That team's in Europe. I'm going in Europe." So, sorry, United fans. I know that Liverpool are sworn rivals and everything, but this is the closest top four race I've ever seen in Premier League history. And I believe that it will go down to the last day of the season. So every single point counts. There are like 4 or 5 games left. Every single point counts. So if you're Solskjaer, you are trying to, because trust me, Solskjaer couldn't give a damn who wins the league. His focus is, we need to try and win every single match now, because to give ourselves the best possible chance of getting top four. Because you know that top four is critical. It is critical to be in Europe, both for the money and the status of the club and the ability to attract the players that he wants in the summer. So every game from now to the end is a must-win for United, especially after this Everton result. Because I think United would have thought that, yeah, that's a game that we should probably win. Away from what we should win. But them losing that makes it even much more serious to win. But Man City have business to take care of. Because, let me be real with you. Let me be fully real with you. Oh, that's a bit too much mustard. The pain that Man City had and received and experienced from the way that they got knocked out by Tottenham is still with them. It's still with them. So, because I saw something different from City, because the body language that they showed against Tottenham, it's affected them. I could see it in the body language that they're still reeling from the manner in which they got knocked out. It was wanted to get knocked out, but they got knocked out in that manner. That celebration, that elation being ripped away from you by a tech, it's tough. So, City 1000%, they need this Premier League title. I think nothing will ever get rid of that pain and then the hurt that they received, but it will soften the blow if they secure the domestic treble. If they secure the domestic treble, they're like, all right, they did the Champions League, which we could have gone far. And I think what even hurts more was that they knew that a semi-final against Ajax was a winnable game, a very winnable game, and a path to the final where anything goes was right there. It hurt. It hurt. 100% it hurt them badly. So don't get it twisted. Do not, whatever case you do not get it twisted at all. Let's start with Man United. So how do Man United approach this game? How do they win this game? How do they recover from the shakedown, shackdown, lackdown, revolutionary smackdownage that they got beaten by the Evertonians, by the Toffees? Toffees, pretty too sweet. This is a difficult. This is a really difficult one, because I'm seeing a team that have lost their chemistry, they've lost their flow, they've lost their rhythm, they've lost their belief. Maybe that comes back at home. Maybe it's an away thing. It's an away thing that they don't really understand them away, but at home they have looked more cohesive and much stronger at having a better idea of what strategy that they want to employ under Solskjaer. But the danger here for United is, okay, if they're rolling with an attack slack, that defense is going to get caught open by Man City's amazing precise passing. If they sit back and defend, be a bit more pragmatic and allow City to have the ball, City will surgically cut them open and find the pass. So for United, I do feel that the best way to approach this game is that they have to go at Man City. Sitting back is not gonna work. Allowing City to have the ball is not gonna work. They have to play with somewhat of a risk, because the only way you beat the City side is you have to play them. You have to play them. If you sit back against them, boom, they will beat you. They will beat you, because this City team doesn't like to defend, and United have the pieces to exploit City and to beat them. But the issue is, for those pieces to be effective, you need to be in rhythm. You need to be in rhythm. Those 1-2 passes have to work. Those combinations have to work. You have to know where everyone is going before you even receive the ball. So if guys are not in tandem, are not really operating along the same kind of mentality, then Rashford's speed and his finish is not going to work. Martial's technical abilities is not going to work. Pogba's passing and creativity is not going to work. Lukaku's finishing as well is not going to work. So there are specific skills and attributes that United can have to get at Man City, because United have to go direct. They have to go direct. They have to get the ball, look up and try and get their men into speed and try to attack and really go for Man City. They have to do it. So with that being said, that means that defense has got to hold firm. It has to hold firm. Somehow that defense has to hold firm. So I don't know how they're going to be able to hold firm against Homeboy. So with regards to Man City, look, I'd like Leroy Sané to play. And you know what? Let me be real with you. I know that Silva and Sterling walk. Sterling has to play. This has been his best season ever. So I think it's a case of Silva or Sané. I think in this game, based on how I believe United will play, that being in a Manchester derby, I think with there being space to exploit. See, Bernardo Silva works well against a much more pragmatic team, defensive team that's a bit harder to break down, because the way in which he plays, he knows he's very good at protecting the ball. He's very good at finding those passes, and he's very good at weaving through in and out. So he's good against defensive teams. But Leroy Sané, against teams that are open, that gives him space, if he gives Sané space to run, he's more direct, he attacks better, he's more confident, and I think he's much more, he's a greater danger in trying to attack and go into the 18-yard box, where guys are afraid to tackle him based on just how quickly he's weaving through guys. And I think with United's set on how I think it will be, I feel Leroy Sané will be a much more effective weapon to employ in that game. So obviously Sterling has to play. That's an obvious thing. And you would have Fernandinho in midfield just to hold that midfield together. But I think for City, I think they have to they've got to go for it. Go for it from when the get-go. And I think City's mindset has to be, let's beat these guys up. Let's beat these guys up. You know, I mean, there are two mindsets. Pep could either be like, we're very close to this title. We are very close. It looks as if Liverpool could be pushing us to the final day of the season. That's cool. So if it's a case of we're not very close, any kind of slip up and we're screwed, he may say, you know what? Let's just try and keep hold of the ball. Keep our shape. Recycle the ball in and around. Just keep possession of the ball. Hold it. Control the game. Find our moments. Let's not try and be overexert ourselves. That could be one approach. And I think that approach is a wise approach, and I think they could very, very easily win with that approach. Another approach they could have is, we are better than these guys. These guys are horrible defensively. They've just come off a 4-0 defeat. Their morale is low. Let's play quick, fast, intense, press up high. Don't allow them to come anywhere beyond the halfway line. Let us force them in so wayward direct passes. Let's not even give them any chance to make the 5-yard pass. And let's just keep going. Hit them. Very similar to the kind of intensity and the mindset that they had in the game against Tottenham. But then the danger of that is, if United somehow find an out ball and Martial gets it on the wing, Rashford gets the ball into space, it could be lights out. It could, because I think City were undone in that second leg because Tottenham were able to find the out ball. They gave it to the Sunrisers of the East, and that was all that she wrote. So, look, man, I don't give United much of a chance in this game. But my only inkling is the Everton game was away from home. I believe they've lost 5-6 away games straight. This is a Manchester derby. And I think the fact that it's a Manchester derby, I think, would also play a part in it. And let me be real with you. You see, the Man United fans may hate Liverpool more and see Liverpool as the bigger rivals. I believe that the Man United players see Man City as the biggest rival. If you were to ask most of those United players, I think they would actually not mind Liverpool winning it than Man City. I think for the players, because in almost every Manchester derby game, you see that it is very intense. it gets very intense between them. So I think United will have an extra motivation to want to beat Man City than they do against Liverpool. I think obviously sometimes the fans and everything, it rubs off on it, but in my view, I feel in recent times there is more intensity and animosity in the Manchester derby than in the Manchester Liverpool games. So for United, they definitely want to win this game, and I think for United, man, as I said, this is the last stand. This is the last stand, because if City win this, I think it's a wrap. Again, anything can happen, shocking things could happen. But look at the, because I think after this game, City then play Burnley next. Although Burnley not sneeze it, Burnley not sneeze it. Can United win this game? Like, that's just what I'm just like, thinking in my, is there a way in which they can win this game? I'm going to have to be real here, man. That defense is bad, man. And De Gea's being a break. But I'm going to say the occasion. I'm looking at the occasion. It's the Manchester derby. I'm also looking at the fact that City are trying to go for the title here. I'm looking at City winning 1-0, and I'm also looking at the fact that they're still reeling off what happened to them against Tottenham. So I think it's going to be a tightish game. I don't think the game will be that exciting, that explosive, but I don't believe so. I don't believe it will be that open. I believe it will be reasonably tightish. And of course, City will 100% control the game, to control the possession, and it will be down to them as to how they dictate how it goes. I'm flirting between a 1-0 and a 2-1. 2-1 to Man City. I think United will get a goal. I think, yeah, they'll get a goal. They'll get a goal. But City will win this. So I think Man City 2, United 1. I don't see United will be winning the game. I think United will make it difficult for Man City. I think for Man City, knowing that it's close, the games become a lot more difficult. And because Liverpool are so close behind them, I think it's going to be much more difficult by chopping down these games. So I think City know that, look, man, if we can just get this out of the way, get this done, I think we are. So I'm rolling with Man City 2, Man United 1, and that's how we're going to roll here. Peace out, stay true. Peace. Thanks for watching the video. Now think about becoming a Football Hot patron by pledging an amount each month, and then gain access to exclusive content only on the Football Hot patron page. Peace. Head over to the official site at halffootballhot.com or just click over here.